Hi class, we met on Tuesday, so I'm just continuing with this little short announcement. We will be meeting again, as I mentioned to you. We'll not be meeting at the Naperville Center. We will be meeting again on Zoom on Tuesday, which is 26th October. So here are some details as to what we did last time. And last time we were able to, all of us, we were able to meet, and we talked about your upcoming informative speech. We looked at 1 second every day, a speech by Cesar Kuriyama. And we were able to have a group discussion regarding the speech. We talked about informative speech. What are the things we should be doing? How should we be looking at informative speech? We had a pretty nice discussion where we also went into what is informative and what is persuasive in class. So we did all of that, and just want to touch base with you regarding my health situation. Of course, some of you know that I wasn't feeling well at all on Tuesday, and it was but I was still able to hold your class. I think that was the only class that I was able to hold. And then on Wednesday, I had a series of classes that I had to cancel. I did get tested, and I am COVID positive class. As I mentioned to you, that my daughter first got positive, and then it was me, and then it's my husband. My whole family is going through it. I am able to hold a class now. I'm still not 100% better. I am just about managing to kind of record classes at least. So my modality will now change till I will have to quarantine till a certain amount of time. And of course, I was anyways going to quarantine because I'm an immediate family member. Now that I am myself COVID positive, I will not be able to see you in class. We were supposed to 26th. Of course, I am not going to be able to see you. And then on the 2nd, which is Tuesday, by that time I will be done with my quarantine, and I should be able to see you on the 2nd of November. But this is what I need to tell you, class. We talked about what you would like to do, and I think some of you we also went through a list of what informative speech would you like to do for your the next speech that is coming up, and you guys gave me a list. So for your homework, as I mentioned to you in class, that you need to write the introduction for the speech, which it should not be, you shouldn't be able to tell us, what is it that you're going to do, what your experiment is. As I told you, that you got to have a different strategy, kind of give us a hypothetical example or a few rhetorical questions, combine maybe a combination of both, and kind of situate us into what you're going to do. What you're going to do should be the body of your speech and not the introduction of your speech. In the introduction of your speech, you have to situate us, give us some stories or small little anecdotes that kind of talks about the importance of the exercise that you're going to do. Let's say if you're talking about sleeping at the right time, sleep deprivation, tell us, about a situation or a little story that we can all connect with, and we can understand the importance of what sleep deprivation is. Okay, so I just gave you an example. I think in that speech also, Cesar Kuriyama does it for a very short time. But I did ask you if I'm just going to do a little screen share with you here. Give me a second, class. I just wanted to show you your homework. So this is, I want to do a screen share. Here we go, class. So this is what needs to be done: informative speech, introduction, and sources assignment. You need to write an introduction. First of all, that you you've already started practicing, you've already started doing, living your challenge. This is a 2-week challenge that you've taken up. So by this time, you are almost about halfway done. Let's go to your instructor PowerPoint here, and informative speech is here. Clicking it here again. So you know that it started from October 20th, and it will go until November 1st. So I've already talked to you about all of this, right, class? You need to pick a challenge that you will be doing, and then you have to report a speech. So I'm just going to stop here. So now what you need to do is hoping that all of you have decided on your decided, and you've started practicing from today's your 4th day of the challenge. So you've already decided on the challenge. You've already started practicing your challenge. So now what you need to do, class, is you've got to write an introduction. Okay, you need to have, and I'm going to show it to you in your weekly assignment. Please submit this as soon as possible. I think all of you started working on this one. I have told you that you need to submit it by tomorrow, Monday, October 25th. I think I did mention this to you in class. I probably did not open a window for you, but I mentioned to you that this is what you got to be doing. You need to write an introduction to your informative speech. It needs to be about 300 words. Again, you don't need to tell us what challenge you're doing. Again, you need to kind of build it up, kind of provide an anecdote or a short story that kind of situates us in your challenge, that kind of invites us to understand the importance of your challenge, or the core message of your challenge. So you got to do that. Maybe have a small story in the beginning, the introduction, or some rhetorical questions, or some rhetorical question that kind of leads us to your challenge. So have about 300, and I want you to build up and think about the introduction. Have about 300 words, which is not a whole lot, for introduction. Please work on that. I also, if those of you who are talking about, let's say, sleep deprivation, I need you to, and you're going to, you're basically going to sleep every night you have a regular, sleep schedule. Let's say you decide to sleep at 9 o'clock, then talk about, what some of the resources that have talked about this problem of sleep deprivation, what does it do to you? So the next question is the 3 resources. So you got to, whatever exercise you're doing, please again back it up with some sources. All right, class. So you need to have 3 sources. Provide me the name of the resource. Provide me the name of the author, organization. When was this? When did you first see this resource? So point it out. If you're talking about procrastination, okay, that you're not going to procrastinate anymore. Tell me, and it could be any popular articles on what procrastination is. What does procrastination do to you? So tell me about three, and you need to have 3 resources at least. So tell me about all of that. What are some of the sources that you have consulted for your informative speech? So this experience, your informative speech is just not going to be based on the way you're living your challenge for the next 2 weeks, but it is also going to be, you're also going to, let me just say this, you're also going to support yourself with not only what you are doing and what you're feeling and how you are going through the challenge, but also supplement it with some sources, external sources. What do people have to say about procrastination? Or what do people have to say? Let's say if you're thinking about sleeping at the right time, sleep deprivation. Let's say if you're thinking about exercising for the next, maybe going out on hikes for the next 2 weeks. What does people have to say about going outdoors, going out on hikes? What does it do to your body? What does it do to your mind? Okay, so you need to have these 3, at least give me 3 sources, okay? So this is what you need to do. First, provide an introduction to your speech, and then provide 3 sources. Okay, that's what you need to do for your homework. And what I'll do is, I'm going to stop sharing this. What I'm going to do is, I'm also going to basically, I'm going to do it in front of you. Let's do it there. let me put this here, class. Let me see if it did come through. Yeah, so this is what I did. Video recording, Zoom recording of last class of October 19th class. Okay, so I'm putting this here, class. You need to basically, this is, I've given you all permission, and this is the start time was October 19th. So Zoom recording of October 19th class, this access passcode, you just need to go there and you'll be able to pull up the whole Zoom class that we did on October 19th, which was last Tuesday. So just to kind of recap, remember what you guys did. And again, as I mentioned, we are now prepping for informative speech. We will be meeting again on Zoom on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And I showed you the homework that you need to be, that I think already all of you have started working on that homework, but I didn't have a place for you. I got sick. I couldn't create a place for you. But now there's a place for you to submit it. And that's it, class. I'm going to submit this. So this is there. And I will see you. I will see you on the 26th of October at 9 a.m. on Zoom. Of course, I will be sending you a link and everything before class. But this is so that's what you need to do. You need to, again, just going back to your class. You just need to look at your syllabus. You need to, again, you are on the 4th day of your challenge today, and you need to really, just observe yourself, make some notes. I'm going to ask you, how's your challenge going? Are there any problems that you're facing, any obstacles, anything that you would like to share? I'm going to ask you all of that. And I will be, as I mentioned to you, I will be looking at your informative speeches, just the introduction and the sources. I just need to know, what kind of sources you're using and the introduction, and the rest we will be doing it in class. Okay. So, all right, class, I will see you on